Hello and welcome back to the Kitchen Club. Today we are going to talk about the packing list to Australia. This is a requested video, friends, so if you are planning to travel to Australia and stay here long term, then this video is just right for you. And as you must have already guessed it, we are going to talk about the kitchen essentials that you need to pack. So before we start, it is important to understand that the ecosystem here in Australia is quite sensitive. And so there are a lot of restrictions on what you can bring and what you cannot. So it is always advisable to check with your flight authorities if you are in doubt what you can bring and what you cannot bring. I will also share some links in the description box below for you. So let's get started now.
When we travel to a foreign land, there are a lot of questions in our mind. Apart from work related queries, if we are traveling with our families, like how different it is going to be culturally, whether I will get Indian food or not, whether I will find things that I use in my day to day life or not.
So friends, let me assure you that there are so many Indian stores here that you will be able to find almost everything that you need for Indian kitchen.
Even otherwise, the toiletries, skincare products from brands you are familiar with are very easily available in these Indian stores. Even the local supermarkets are very good and have superior quality products available. You can Google and find the best Indian stores and local department stores near your area on your arrival.
But then it is also true that if you are coming to a foreign land, it takes some time to find out which are the best places to shop from. Also, all these items are a bit more expensive than you would find in India.
Now let's have a look at things that are a bit difficult to find here and it is most advisable to carry from India. Pressure cooker is one of the most important thing in Indian kitchen. So if you wish, you can carry a small sized pressure cooker. I have a 3 liters pressure cooker here. Very big sized pressure cookers won't be that useful for small families. So just to avoid the increase in weight, we can just have a small cooker in our luggage bag. Also bring some extra gaskets if you need to replace them later on. Again, such stainless steel containers, this is one of the containers that I use for storing idli batter, are not easily available here. Small stainless steel serving bowls like this, if you are not that much comfortable using stainless steel bowls, then you don't have to bring it. You can very easily find very good quality ceramic serving bowls here. Then stainless steel storage boxes like this. We find very good quality glassware and plastic storage containers here. So if you are not used to storing your food in stainless steel storage containers like this, then you can just clearly omit this thing. But I love to store my food in stainless steel containers, so I brought all of these from India. Again, the crockeries and the cutlery sets are very reasonably priced here, but if you like to have these kind of stainless steel small little glasses, if you like to have your filter coffee in a dabra set or small little stainless containers, then you can definitely bring these from India because these are very difficult to find here. Again, some special equipments like this for making muruk, chakli, idiyappam, etc. This kind of instruments are not available here. I have seen these in Indian stores here, but again they are very much highly priced, very expensive, so better to get it from India. Not necessarily in your very first trip, but in your consecutive trips, or even if you want, you can get it couriered later on from India after you have found your apartment. Then a good rolling pin, which is good for making chapatis, you can bring from India. Accessories like tea filter, I could not find a good tea filter here in local stores. I got this from Indian store, but again it was a bit expensive. So if you have space, you can just drop in one set of tea filter in your luggage bag. Also the coconut scraper like this. And then spatulas, the typical Indian kind of spatulas, this one for serving rice, this one for serving curries or making dosas. This is called kulikarandi in Tamil. So these kind of spatulas are not available here. Again, that this particular flat spatula that we use for turning dosas upside down, this is not available here. So these are some typical kind of Indian products that you can definitely bring from India. Again, the cast iron pans for making chapatis and dosas you can bring from India. So a perfect dosa or chapati tawa you can bring it from India, of course. Idli pot, I could not find a good quality idli pot even in an Indian store here. You can bring an idli cooker alternatively. So this is the traditional kind of idli pot that I got from Venkateshwara stores in Chennai. If you are used to making idlis with white cotton clothes in the traditional way, then bring some spare white cloth as well. Now moving on to appliances, there are very good quality blenders available here, but for Indian kind of curries, the intensive grinding for making chutneys etc., for typical South Indian cooking, I would advise bringing a mixer from India itself. I got this here in one of the Indian stores, but it was almost double price than what we get in India. Then the wet grinder for making idli dosa batter, I got this from India again. I could not even find it online here, not even in any of the Indian stores here. I think in US and UK it is much more easier to find the idli grinder, but here in Australia, at least in Brisbane, I could not find it even online. So this one is a 1.2 liter small sized ultra wet grinder for idli dosa batter. But if you are bringing appliances from India, then you must carry an universal adapter like this, because the plug points here are a bit different from what we have in India. So if you do not bring a universal adapter like this, then you will have to get it here itself, because otherwise your appliances won't work here. Moving on to spices and the groceries, believe me guys, everything is available here and the quality also is not that bad. So if you're traveling for the first time, along with all the other stress and tensions of travel that you have, I would advise not to carry the spices and other food items, because everything is available. Even the local Australian stores have some good quality spices available that we use in Indian cooking. Also, if you want to bring them, please bring them in company packages. Never store them in loose packings and bring them, because you might find some issues in the immigration counter. So those were some of the kitchen items that is advisable to carry when you are traveling to Australia from India. Now let's have a sneak peek at everything in general that you need to carry. So apart from your important documents like passport and visa, do not forget to carry your driving license, because if you're on a visa here, you can definitely use your Indian driving license. Keep the details of your stay handy, because you might need to fill that out in the port of entry form. Then the Australian dollars is more preferable than the international debit card, because that might not work sometimes. The basic toiletries and skincare products for a few days till you get used to the local products here. Then some general medicines for fever, cough, cold, headache, vomiting, etc. It is good to have prescriptions for all of them, and specifically if you're having some special medicines for asthma, etc., then definitely you need prescriptions for those. Apart from the regular clothings, it is a good idea to bring a lot of undergarments, especially for ladies, because it might take a bit of a time to get used to the varieties available here. And then finally, the kitchen essentials, we have discussed all of that in detail in the video.
So friends, those were some of the items that I would recommend as must have in your packing list if you're traveling to Australia from India.
It is mostly based on my personal needs, so you can twist and tweak as per your needs as well.
Hope you liked this video, and if you found it useful, do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends or family who are planning to travel to Australia in the near future. Also subscribe to the Kitchen Club for more awesome videos like this. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We will see you next time in the next one. Till then, take care.